I'm the only person in the world I know who has the power to create a new George Washington. In this hand, I have a piece of paper in which I once wrapped my lock of George Washington's hair, and presumably somewhere in it is his DNA. And presumably somebody, sometime, some place in the future could reconstruct George Washington. But the question is, would the new George Washington really be like the old George Washington? In this hand, I have the education of George Washington, which is not about his school education. It's about the guide to greatness that he got when he was 15. For 200 years, 3,000 books, no one has ever known that hidden in George Washington's records was his first purchase when he was 15, his guide to greatness, which is not only talked about in my book, but reprinted in my book. For thousands of years, there's been secret hidden knowledge that has kept certain people in this elusive group of those who are the great. That was not kept hidden in secret on purpose, actually. It's hidden in secret because most people don't care enough to try to better themselves. You know, most people are doing something like that. What kind of grown-ups play kickball? Okay, it is kind of a secret. There's a special handshake involved. This, you have to do it with me, come on. I'll just tell you, it's no secret. Just most people don't care. When he was 11, his father died. He didn't have the money to go to the school that his older half-brothers had gone to. And he considered himself uneducated his entire life. He was insecure about that. He was embarrassed about that. And yet, when he was 15, he bought this guide to greatness and his life started to change. And so the question remains, in which hand do I have the thing most likely to create a new George Washington? The hand with his DNA, or the hand with his guide to greatness? The education of George Washington. We don't really need his DNA. Because this, in this book, is the way to create a new George Washington. If you go to Mount Vernon's website, on the website, it says, do you believe in the cherry tree story? Did George Washington chop a cherry tree down with a hatchet? No, he didn't. But the thing is, if you just go and you look, if you look at the actual Parson Weems story, it never says he chopped it down. What it says was he barked it. This doesn't follow the normal pattern of biographies. The cherry tree story is just a really obvious example of that. It's a silly example. But it makes the point that this is a new book about George Washington, which truly conveys his character, the way he saw it and the way he felt about it.